Coach, you like how the team responded today after a couple setbacks, a couple hiccups the last couple games?
Yeah, you know what? It's always fun as a player because it's like, man, you get to lace them up again and really kind of put your best foot forward the next time you get on the court. So the great thing about the W is never a long period of time where you're like, oh man, wish I, coulda. It's like, let's do it again. And tomorrow's gonna be tough. You know what? Atlanta's trying to get a win. We're trying to find a win, before the break. But I'm really excited about these guys being able to lace it up again tomorrow and compete.
Is it also a challenge knowing that the break is coming to make sure they're locked in for that game and not drifting ahead to Thursday and beyond?
Yeah, you make sure, you get a little hard on them today, just trying to make sure we're sharp. It always can, but you know what? Enjoy the moments. Don't wish days away. Don't wish games away. Come on here, and they care so much about each other, so they're going to be ready to lace them up and be focused on tomorrow and hopefully go into the break on a high.
As you look at Friday and Sunday, what stands out about those two losses?
You know what? We played hard. It wasn't pretty. Offensively, love to have a little bit better. Some shots go down. People are battling, but just little mistakes. Indiana made some plays down the stretch and got the dub. If we would have made some plays down the stretch, maybe it goes the other way. But the one thing that we know is we have a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? Even with a little bit of execution here, another stop here, another rebound here, and obviously that's what every team is saying. Usually on most losses, but all 12 teams any night can beat anybody. But we know little things we can clean up, and things could have been different. But next game up is the most important, and we're ready for that.
Was the surprise on Sunday though that you've been so good in execution and all that, and it wasn't maybe the case on Sunday?
Not necessarily. You know what? It just had some moments and didn't get some shots to go down, but also so much pressure on our defense to get stops when shots aren't falling. Our offense isn't easy. But yeah, I think we've tried to tighten it up, watch film, clean up some stuff. But ready, as I said, to get out again against another tough opponent that's really going to be active and physical on the defensive end. So it's going to challenge us, but I think we're ready for it.
Where do you kind of see yourself pecking order-wise now that you've faced officially every team in the league?
I think we're kind of where we're at. 4 would be awesome, I think, for us, where we're at. But depending on how it goes, as I said, any night it could be tough. Obviously, we'll be happy to have feedback after the break and get everybody, a little bit of rest and really, come after it strong down the stretch. But you know what? We'll take wherever we end up. But we just want to take every single game and give it our best shot. And kind of wherever the chips land, they do.
Okay, so Fee out tomorrow, but you'll have her back after the break.
She's questionable. We're hoping that she's constantly working, but obviously with the Olympics and stuff. I'm just talking and wholeheartedly having everybody after the break, after everybody gets their rest and gets back.
Is that also? We look at the last 2 games, but you didn't have Fee, right? So
it's not
so
an excuse. It happens to everyone in this league, and that's something we always know. It's the next man up, and that's where we don't look at these games like, man, we don't have Fee. No, we should have won. We should have executed. We should have guarded. There's this, we did that. It doesn't. Every team has it throughout. Tomorrow Atlanta, Ryan Howard, Jordan Canada, but they are battling every single night. So that stuff, honestly, is you still prep for games as if we're coming in this thing, execute, and we can win the game.
Nice. Anybody else?
What are the challenges in coaching for an opponent? 1 game left before a month-long layoff and making sure everybody stays focused.
Yeah, you want to make sure that everybody's locked in. But you just try to remind them, hey, finish strong. Let's come out here. Let's take care of each other. We have a group that really cares about each other. They love being around each other, and taking advantage of that. Don't wish a day away, and just come in here and go hooping tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun. It's the camp day. It's gonna be wild. But yeah, it's more so just hey, finish your business so that everybody can have a great break.
And with All-Star Weekend coming up, there's obviously a lot of Lynx representation. We knew Charlotte Fee were going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
But for K-Mac to get her first All-Star nod as a member of the Lynx, she said it was a big deal for her. How awesome is it to see her get that nod with an England team?
She's just been such a solid, kind of cornerstone piece for us. Both playing, but also her leadership and her vet kind of demeanor. I'm just so happy of her because she's been consistent on both ends, and just really getting another voice with Fee and Lan. And again, her consistency and competitiveness every night has just been key for us, and I'm always excited for her to have that, kind of individual success as well, to be kind of they noticed that she's been putting in the work and really delivering.
Thanks, Coach.
Nice.
All right.
Thanks, Katie.
Guys.
Appreciate it.